Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Thursday, December 5th, tease that Thomas Forrester Matthew Atkinson will get an earful from his father and his sister. As B&B viewers know, Thomas signed adoption papers allowing Hope Logan Annika Noel to become Douglas Forrester's Henry Joseph Samiri legal guardian, and that's something that neither Steffi Forrester Jacqueline McInnes Wood nor Ridge Forrester Torsten Kay are happy about. It seems that Thomas didn't really think through all of the ramifications of his decision. Now Hope is going to have a say in everything related to Douglas going forward, which means that Thomas will be forever tied to her. It all seems too permanent for Steffi and Ridge, and they don't see why Thomas couldn't have allowed Hope to just be a part of Douglas' life without making it all legally binding. Of course, B&B viewers know that Hope's original plan was to get joint custody of Douglas, and then petition the court for full custody on the grounds that Thomas was an unfit father. Whether she still intends to go that route remains to be seen, but now that she's got a legal foothold it will always be a possibility. At any rate, it seems that Ridge, Steffi, and Thomas will all be in the same airspace on Wednesday's episode, and they'll get into it over Thomas's decision. But knowing Thomas, it's unlikely that he'll second-guess his decision. As B&B viewers know, he still wants Hope and thinks there's a chance that the two of them can be a close-knit family with Douglas. Steffi and Ridge will probably point out that Hope is happy with Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, and doesn't even come close to loving Thomas. But still, it seems that Thomas will have hope that he and Hope will be drawn closer as they co-parent Douglas. Meanwhile, on the new episode of B&B on Thursday, December 5th, Hope and Liam will be feeling particularly grateful for the Thanksgiving holiday. This will be their first Thanksgiving with their daughter Beth Spencer, River Davidson and Madeline Valdez, and they'll feel especially celebratory. Hope and Liam will no doubt prepare for a formal Thanksgiving celebration with their family, but they may also spend some touching moments together with Beth and talk about how very different this holiday season could have been. As B&B viewers know, there was a long period of time when the thought of celebrating the season probably didn't sound so great, since they were under the belief that Beth had died. But since they were given such a joyous gift in being reunited with their daughter, they'll probably want to celebrate big and count their blessing. Look for some touching scenes as Hope and Liam celebrate the day of thanks with their daughter for the first time and anticipate many years of celebrations to come. What's in a name? Shakespeare said that a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. Do you think he would have gotten away with saying that if he had accidentally called his beloved by someone else's name instead of her own? That's exactly what Sally Courtney Hope did on The Bold and the Beautiful when she called Wyatt Darren Brooks by his brother's name, Liam Scott Clifton, leaving both viewers and her fiancé gobsmacked. Talk about a Freudian slip. Or was her faux pas just an innocent slip of the tongue, since after all Wyatt and Liam are brothers, who look nothing alike? Yikes, I hope that's never happened to you. The look on Wyatt's face said it all. I have to admit I've never done that myself, but I have been in Wyatt's shoes. Knowing how Wyatt must feel, I wouldn't be surprised if he does something drastic, and spoilers seem to point in that direction, indicating that he will make an important decision about his future. If he does ditch Sally, believing that she has a thing for Liam, do you think he's justified? Or do you think the Wyatt Spencer is overreacting? After all, it was just that once that she mistook the man she was canoodling with for someone else. Still, the sting of hearing another person's name spoken in place of yours during what should be a personal moment is startling if not downright outrageous, take my word for it. So, who is right in the name game? Are you with Shakespeare, who would definitely be Team Sally, or do side with Freud, who undoubtedly would be sympathetic to Wyatt? Take our poll and tell us what you think is really behind Sally's slip of the tongue, and what Wyatt should do in response. Bold and the Beautiful fans are still shocked that Ridge and Brooke decided it was time to call the end of their marriage into question. They are a couple who has had more problems than anything else, so we are not that shocked that it happened, but we didn't actually see it happening. Does that make sense? We've been thinking they need to do this for some time, but they did not seem as if they would ever do it as a whole, so we didn't see it coming. Now he's talking to Shauna about his feelings, how things are going for them, and what is next in their lives, and that is pretty much all that there is to it. We know that they are a situation of all kinds, but we do know that she is super into him and gave him a kiss to prove it. She won't back down and give him time, though. On the flip side of things, we also know that there is so much that might go wrong with the other things in the world. Bill has a connection in his friend Emmy, and he is using that to make his life more exciting. There's a lot going down that is going to change with her back in town, and we are thinking that most of what will change is our laughter. She's funny, and we always love having her around when she is in town and giving us her all. She is such an amazing addition to the show, and any time we get to spend watching her makes us feel pretty good. We welcomed her back with some big open arms, and we hope that she's around for some more time, not just yesterday. We love her. Quinn happened to walk in at just the right moment when Shauna and Ridge were in the middle of a lovely kiss. There is nothing that will work out for them, in any other capacity. There is nothing that will make anyone make more sense than this, and there is nothing that will work out in their favor. We assume that she wants more information, and we know that she will probably not waste a second asking Shauna to tell her everything. How did it happen? What went on? Is their marriage really over? Are they together now? What is going on with them? She will want to know all about it, and she will want her friend to get what she is meant to get from all of this. There are few things that might make much sense around here, and this is one of them. Then there is a situation with Wyatt. He's not very happy with Sally at the moment. They had a little bit of a rough situation when she accidentally put her foot in her mouth at Thanksgiving, and we didn't get to see that happen. We aren't sure how that worked out, and we don't know what to see going on. But, we do know that there is going to be a moment when he decides to make some decisions about his own future, and he will make those clear to Sally after their conversation about all that is going on in their own lives right now. Will this be bad news for our favorite couple? At Spencer Publications, Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, wants to revamp Eye on fashion. It's become trendy, high school girls and grandma wear. He demands that his son make it sparkle again like it did when Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, was the supervising editor. Liam doesn't want to compete with his brother. Liam, Bill, and Justin Barber, Aaron D. Spears, mull over Wyatt Spencer's, Darren Brooks, failure to put a ring on Sally's finger. Bill says his son has a warm heart, but cold feet. Bill makes Liam promise to look out for his brother. Wyatt is still reeling from Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, calling him by his brother's name. Sally defends herself by saying it was accidental because she had just come from seeing Liam and Wyatt together. It was just a simple slip of the tongue, she didn't live with, sleep with, or accept a proposal from Liam. Wyatt reminds her that she was in love with Liam at one point. Could there be another reason why Liam is still in Sally's head? Wyatt loves his brother, but he is done going after Liam's women. Sally says that Liam was merely a friend at a time when she had been dumped by Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, and relentlessly undermined by Bill. Sally surprises Wyatt by proposing that they fly to Vegas and get married that afternoon. Wyatt balks at getting married just to prove something. Sally only wants to prove how much she loves him. At Forrester Creations, Ridge admits to his father that Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, is a better CEO than he is. Eric Forrester, John McCook, suggests that Ridge allows Steffi to work on the day-to-day tasks and bonuses while Ridge focuses on the things that he's neglected, including his marriage. Ridge doesn't believe he has a marriage anymore. Eric wonders if his son even knows who he is without Brooke Forrester, Catherine Kelly Lang. Ridge shouldn't be staying with Eric, he should be home trying to work things out with his wife. Eric senses something is off with Ridge's attitude and wonders if he's seeing someone new. Eric warns Ridge not to hurt Brooke too much and to be careful with Shauna. Quinn catches up with her best friend. Shauna wants to know if it was hard learning to be rich. Quinn says she always pretended she was rich, even when she wasn't. Shauna says that she would choose Ridge over riches. Quinn teases Shauna about kissing Ridge but encourages her friend to forget about Brooke and go after Ridge. Shauna is hesitant because Ridge is still married and his connection with Brooke is deep. Shauna will never be the love of his life. Quinn tells Shauna that miracles do happen, there's always a chance for her and Ridge.